Good afternoon or morning, Edwin. Yeah, okay. Your mic is okay. You can test first.
Yeah, now later I will do have my headset on, then the sound will be better than this. Okay, so
Okay. Clear ya. Thank you. And Pak Suem, Pak Zainuddin, apakah mic-nya sudah bisa sebentar? Zainuddin. Pak Suem, halo. Ya. Baik, mungkin nanti nggak apa-apa. Ya, untuk ya, Mbak Cenikia, apakah sudah siap? Bisa dimulai untuk video-video sudah komplit? Oke, sudah aman. Ya. Oke, Bapak Ibu, selamat siang semuanya. Ini mewakili APTISI Jawa Timur. Terima kasih sudah bergabung di dalam kegiatan di seri hari ini. Ini merupakan kerjasama antara APTISI Jatim dan juga My Global Workspace. And special thanks for Edwin and also My Global Workspace team already attending this event this afternoon. And also I will let me check. Okay, we can start now. Please, Mrs. San, you can handle this event. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pak Zainuddin. Yeah, finally. Okay. Ya, Pak. Okay, Mrs. San, it's yours time.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, is my voice audible, Ibu Bapak?
More loudly, too
Yeah,
small.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, too soft. Okay. How about now? Okay. So,
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the virtual meeting organized
Recording in
collaboratively
progress.
between My Global Workspace and APTISI of East Java. It is also a great pleasure to have Dr. Andes Zainuddin Asad, the chairman of APTISI of East Java, director of Stiki Malang, Dr. Eva Handriantini, Eskom MMT, the CEO of My Global Workspace, Mr. Eben Switsdendorp, the representative of the universities in East Java, and key officials of all institutions. I am Susanna Budiastusi, the MC of this event. First of all, I would like to read the agenda for today's event. First, we will have the opening remarks from Director of Stiki Malang, message from the Chairman of APTISI of East Java, the presentations of the CEO of My Global Workspace, Q&A session, photo sessions, and the closing. Allow me to inform you all that our meeting today is delivered in English. And now we will listen to Indonesia's national anthem, Indonesia Raya. blessings and guidance during this event. Pray begin. Amen. Next, we will have opening remarks from Director of Stiki Malang, Dr. Eva Handriantini, Eskom MM.
Suaranya kurang keras, Ibu.
Ya, oke.
Oh ya.
Ya, baik. Oke, apakah suara saya sudah terdengar? My voice is clear.
Clear, yes, very clear.
Ya, makasih Pak. Baik, Honorable the Chairman of APTISI Java, Pak Zainuddin Pusat, and also the CEO of my Global Workspace, Mr. Edwin, and Honorable for all the APTISI Java board member, and Honorable Director, Vice Rector, Dean, and also all the participants today. Good afternoon for all, and thank you to join this event today, behalf of APTISI Java, and also from Stiki Malang. This is a great pleasure for me to be to coordinate these activities this evening, this afternoon. And also a special thanks for Mr. Edwin, the CEO for Global Workspace. Also the sponsor, from the LO Creative 2023. And I knew Edwin almost more than 2 years. This means he is a good partner and also the good person for our collaboration with our campus in Stiki Malang. And this is an event, this is a platform for us, not only for exchange ideas, but also create opportunity between university in education and also in business. This activity this afternoon, this is the carry out as our commitment to improve the quality of higher education, especially in East Java. And after this today meeting, after this East Java and also my Global Workspace, we will invite you all again in a signing commitment in MOU on November 28th. And signing MOU will be held only in face-to-face mode in University of Hang Tuah, Surabaya. Please preparing for that. And as we are progress about the schedule session activity, I encourage you all to embrace the opportunity to network and learn, engage in an open mind. Thank you, and also enjoying the fruitful collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am. Then we will also have the message from the Chairman of APTISI of East Java, Dr. Andes HM Zainuddin WSAT MS. The floor is yours.
Thank you, terima kasih. Honorable CEO of my Global Workspace, hello Pak Edwin, Honorable Rector, Vice Rector who attended today, Honorable of all APTISI East Java board member, good afternoon for all participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am truly honored to here as the chairman of APTISI East Java for this event, exploring opportunity for collaboration between APTISI East Java members and my Global Workspace Dutch company. The collaboration we are here to explore today represent not just a partnership between two entities, but a bridge between different cultures, knowledge system, and vision. My Global Workspace, a Dutch company, and APTISI East Java members, distinguished part of Indonesia's higher education landscape, have come together to seek synergies and create opportunity that transcends borders. This initiative exemplifies the power of international cooperation and the belief that working together we can achieve more and more. In bahasa Indonesia, berkah silaturahmi, the blessing of love each other. As we engage in the discussion and activities through this event, I encourage you to embrace the spirit of open collaboration, exchange ideas freely, and strive for innovative solutions that will benefit both parties. The challenge and opportunity of the 21st century demand us to be adaptable, open-minded, and willing to adapt to change. Thank you, and let's embark on this exciting journey of collaboration and growth together. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the message, sir. Well, we now come to the main agenda of our meeting today, the presentations of my Global Workspace CEO, Mr. Edwin Switzdendorp. I hope that I spell your name correctly, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, Mr. Dr. Zaimuddin. Really thank you for your inspiring words. It gives me also quite some responsibility to make through what your expectations are. But I like that challenge. I'm going to make that work. Dr. Eva Hiandantini, she so much helped me over the last years to understand the culture, the university culture in Indonesia. And still I'm, let's say, searching for my way. But over the last years, whatever happened, we always had contact and we solved all the issues together. And so we built, I can really say from my side, I really trust Eva, and it was so much building a good relation. And based on that relation and that trust, we thought about, okay, how can we bring these high quality students that we found in Indonesia to an international market. That is basically the start point. I created a small presentation for you, and that for that purpose I need to share my screen. If you have 1 second, I will see how I'm going to make that work. Sharing screen, share screen. And I need to choose this one. So now you can see my screen, and if it is right, you can see the name My Global Workspace. Okay, My Global Workspace is basically a complete co-working concept. What I saw on universities in Indonesia was there is space available, and that space is quite often used to support students, to support local startups, to work in the universities, and to get locally support in the form of space, internet, maybe even coffee, and that kind of things. So very interesting to see. First of all, I need to make a small disclaimer. We are in the process of making everything work, and we are in the process. We have a lot of things ready. On the other hand, in order to make the story that I'm telling you today, let's say, work in full form, a few things needs to be approved, adjusted. So please understand that not everything that I tell you is completely ready, but we will get there. That is what it is. Today, what I want to tell a little bit about myself, the two companies that are basically working together, Global Staffing Support, My Global Workspace, some overview of the co-working concept, and how that works with the remote internship program. Basically, the biggest thing we talk today is about the remote internship program. That is the driver for the whole meeting. Everything else is the facilitating technology services to help students to work remotely for an internship in the world. I will tell you about the benefits for students, universities, but also, last but not least, the actual clients, our corporates. Why should they listen to us? Then the next thing, what we do, how we promoting this. Now, I already placed here a sign, and this is one of the events where we will stand. And this is a major event. What needs to be done? That's of course a lot of work still. And where are the next steps? Now, LO Creative is a big driver. I so much believe in this event. I saw it last year for the first time and I was like, okay, this is fantastic. Yeah. Now, my name is Clear. I work with my global staffing support since 2003. Global Staffing Support is an outstaffing company, and we have more than 400 people in still mostly in Ukraine, and now fastly growing into Asia, mainly Indonesia. That is the work that. Because of Global Staffing Support, I have the whole legal and process infrastructure ready to work with remote people, and remote interns is nothing different. That is the same. I did my MBA in Bradford almost 29 years ago. Now, this is what I explained. It's Global Staffing Support is outstaffing company, Dutch Ukrainian. Actually it's Dutch, but we started in Ukraine. We have clients in Europe, USA, Canada. We have resourcing mainly still in Ukraine. There's more than 250 people working. Indonesia about 110, 120, and the rest is divided over the other countries. My Global Workspace is the concept that enables us to work with universities. We created that concept in the beginning for Ukraine, but we changed all the office space that we had into co-working after COVID. And we tried to make the concept work independently, my Global Workspace. And we found out that that was not so much working, but in combination with universities, it works fantastically. Now, the concept of dynamic environment, when you look to my Global Workspace, it is a platform or a place where you can make students work for international companies. It is also a place for startups. It's a place where you meet people and where you have shared discussions. And with the internationalization that we bring on the table, you can connect to other universities, other people in other parts of the world. And that's my whole vision. My Global Workspace is not a separate activity inside the university. It's a community. We can do for experts. If there is a startup, he says, okay, I like to talk to a mentor in the Western world. We can develop all those kind of connections. I have connections in Holland from startup groups with universities. That can be all those kind of programs can be under the umbrella of the Global Workspace. My Global Workspace in the program that we offer is everything like the software, the networking. We do lots of marketing. I'll tell you later about that. We make a lot of contacts. We have discussion groups how to improve the work in my global workspace, how to connect more platforms and concepts. So it is by itself a strong internationalization tool. It costs nothing. We don't charge for that. All those services, you're not charged. Because we believe that it is the driver for other things. When you look to the My Global Workspace and the effect it has on remote internships, remote internship is what it is all about. And it has a lot of benefits for different groups. Students, now obviously access to international organizations. You can do an internship without moving to the specific country. So you have no moving cost, and you learn also how to work remotely with a company, which is common practice in today's world. Of course, it's a perfect start point for an international career if you can work with companies like Google, Salesforce. Google, we don't have Google as a client. I need to be careful there. But gaining real world experience, what I said, you learn how to work remotely, it's flexible and it's paid. We take everyone serious, and everyone needs to benefit from this whole concept, including students. Not only that you have the access to a very interesting group, but it is paid. For universities, increasing international contacts. The moment we have a student working in an international company, automatically the university is involved. It is connected. You automatically you need to be more attractive for students. Better career possibilities, student exchange programs that will pop up by itself. We didn't have it don't have it working now, but I know that there's a desire of universities to work with student exchange programs. We can use this platform to get access to other universities that you like to work with. What is very important, that we offer a fully automated document flow management, because there's a lot of documents involved in getting a student to work on an internship. In general, I think that is the case, but with remote also. And all those documents like onboarding, but also the progress reports and the final report, all those documents, everything will go automatically with automatic reminders. So the controlling department for internships in the university will be fully supported on the documentation level. And that enables us to bring a larger amount of people to the market, because it's fully scalable. That makes it very interesting. What we need in order to make this work. Oh, that's for later. That's the next slide. I was already. Now, for clients, imagine that you are a client in the USA, in Canada, or in Europe, and you want to work with an intern in Indonesia. I tell you, they have no idea how to organize that. International corporates, they have a procurement department. Everything that they purchase needs to, the contracts need to be right. The social environment needs to be right. All kind of things needs to be right in order for the corporates to work with interns in Indonesia. All those things we will organize from our side. We will say, look, this is the co-working place. Socially speaking, everything is organized, everything is controlled. This is the quality that we agreed with the university. The contract, the corporates receive a contract from Holland, a Dutch contract, European. Yeah, they receive a European invoice. And behind that, we have the complete legal and taxation infrastructure ready to work with any university in Indonesia. We worked on that for the last years, two years now, and it is working perfectly. We have a Ukrainian entity and an Indonesian entity, and we will work locally with the Indonesian entity. It's all connected and solved. So for the corporates, it is now possible to, with a one-stop shopping, to work with any university that is connected to our platform. So they no need to invest in office space control or even the hardware. We take care of everything. That, and I said here already, the fully automated document flow, which makes it so simple for corporates to work. That is going to do the job. That's how we're going to convince the client. We know about the pricing level that the corporates work with in Indonesia, in the local countries where we target, and we choose a pricing level which is really competitive. Still, why it's competitive? Because we provide all the services, no need for office space and that kind of things. And a big part of 20% of the money that comes in goes back to universities. That is all. There is an open calculation model, but what I explained and discussed with Miss Eva, that can be adjusted. We need to make things work. What I said in my disclaimer, not everything is completely set. Now, where we are now. Yeah, it's okay. What we do now, we have the co-working software. Everything works fine, so people can come in, can register, can look for whatever. All those kind of things work. Contract management fully automatically with online signing. Fantastic. Yeah. Top. The value proposition is ready. We have multiple locations already. We have co-working locations in Ukraine, and two we have now in Indonesia. One of them is on the location of the Sticky University, and it works quite good. About interns, and that's we propose all winners of the LO Creative 2023 an internship place. So that's our start point, and we have our whole sales and marketing efforts fully focused on remote interns. We strongly believe, also for us commercially speaking, it's an extremely interesting way to go to the market. Last week, I was on the GTEX event in Dubai, and I simply asked people, we have the best interns of Indonesia under contract in January. Do you want to know how we do it? And that is really making a difference. People say, okay, tell me how you do that. There is a real interest, I mean real business-wise interest in this whole story. Our biggest event coming up, that is really our focus event on the moment, is the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. This was unveiled, was a small event, a start event in Amsterdam. Had the same message. How do you want to work with the best interns in Indonesia? It works. There we will also officially launch our concept during the Consumer Electronics Show. And the more participants we have, the more stronger we are in the market. We are already working on the database of available internship positions in universities in Indonesia. And we will promote that, what I said, quite heavily all over social media and on the events. During the LO Creative event, we will create a series amount of content to be used in the later stage for promoting the internship program. So that is more or less where we are on the moment. I strongly believe in Allo Creative. I find this a fantastic event, a very well defined, very well organized. And the if I am in Indonesia, Mr. Zaimuddin, I like to share some ideas with you about this fantastic event. What needs to be done? Now, for universities, we need to have the co-working places. Is now what I said. Many universities have a form of co-working. Fantastic, yeah. No need to change. What we can add to that level is the software, the marketing. We will place, for example, an information screen where we have the latest vacancies in our company, the latest internship requests, maybe startups in the rest of the world who like to work with startups in Indonesia. I think that's a very interesting one, connecting startups with startups. Internationalization. That's kind of things. And if in a later stage we can present their information about student exchange programs. We only work with connected universities. We have no other choice. We need to have the infrastructure ready and also the legal agreements, and that we cannot work with universities outside the system. Maybe that's a challenge for the Allo Creative. We'll see how we solve that. Internship positions in the system with specific tags. What is that? That's a very important one. Very important. We need to create a system where we place all the internship positions in all participating universities and make a specific tags. A tag is like front-end internship, back-end business industry, design. Now, you can have one or more tags connected to an internship position inside university. It's about the position. That is the basis of that we need that as a start point. We will place it on the website, and when I come to students, we can't continue this. What I definitely need is per university who is interested or who wants to participate in either form, a contact person and an agreed communication process. We need to find out how can we make this on the communication level work. Students, place their requested positions in the system using the same tags again. The tags is super crucial. So they can say, okay, we have a requested internship position in our company. It's about front end, it's about design, it's about business development, whatever. And that's how the matching can start working. So they can connect to an offered position in the university, and a student can say, hey, that's an interesting one. Now, you understand how that's going to work. Next steps. Now, what I said, Allo Creative, say no more, fantastic. We are ready to work with your co-working for the students. Further discussions to visit. I will be in Surabaya, something like November 14th, if that is a Monday. And I really like to sit down with companies and organizations interested in getting this to the market. I'm very interested to talk to universities and to discuss how it can benefit the universities. That is really a super important aspect. It needs to benefit for you. And the second thing is, how can we minimize risks? Every project, process, idea what people have, it is always a very big issue to manage the risks. So that is also things that I like to discuss in the beginning of, mid of November. What we're doing, international sales process, contracts, film crew. Oh yeah, what I said, we create a huge amount of content. What I like to do, for example, that the winners of that Allo Creative event can make a 15 seconds video in a kind of template form, and we will present that on the assess 2024 event with a simple possibility for corporates to connect. That's what to do. About the CES 2024, we are one of the 70 startups selected by the Dutch government to be presented on the Consumer Electronics Show there. And the Dutch section on the CES in the Eureka Hall is very, very well visited and very well known on the event. So visibility will be zero problem. We will get the visibility. Yeah. And what I hope is to present as much as possible logos of participating universities. So I will make your university visible on that event. So that's basically where we are now. This is a QR code, and I tested it. It works. Any further questions, issues, ideas can be sent to here. Of course, inside this whole concept is a business model for us. But what I like, how I like to do business is, first of all, it's personal. You need to help each other. You need to support to create something. You need to have what Eva said. We built up contact. We built up a trusted relation, and inside that trusted relation, we checked: is there a business model? Can we make money with something interesting that we can share? So we have the contact and the business model. Those two things need to be. Hey, we have a contact. Yeah, we can make money, and after that, it will work. So those things need to be checked, and it is a constant process. Adjust, check, adjust, what it is. I hope to be able to work with the APTISI Foundation to bring this to a higher level and to put something in the market, which I think is rather new in the world. I did not find any combination where we say the remote student is in a controlled environment in the university, working for a remote company, yeah, internship with a real effect. So the student has good contact. There will be points for the study. University will get the credits for international cooperation, and the university has a business model to pay for the services that they provide, because the services are going a little bit further than giving a simple internship support. That is in my presentation for today. I hope it was clear. I'm so much looking forward to continue this discussion and to promote the sticky or the APTISI Association and its members on the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And maybe Eva, did you explain about your support there? We have quite some support.
Sure.
It is we are there on the CES event. We are there with a very, very strong team, I can tell you. So I'm really looking forward for that, Eva. I'm very happy that you want to support us there.
Yeah.
Back to the chair lady.
Thank you for the presentation, Sir Edwin. Ladies and gentlemen, we have listened to the wonderful presentations about remote university internships, which are very beneficial for our students' endeavors and in support of the Emancipated Learning Program of the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Research and Technology of Indonesia. Our next session is the Q&A for about 30 minutes. We will accommodate 3 questions for each round. So, Bapak Ibu, please kindly drop the questions in the chat box, or you just can turn the microphone on so that you can raise your questions directly. Mr. Rizal Andi Syabana, you can turn the microphone on, sir.
Okay. Thank you. I would like to say thank you to APTISI for holding this event, and also to Edwin in my Global Space. I will just try to the point that my question will be like, you mentioned about the students, right? And do you have any specific requirements as we talk about sales and promotion? For example, the requirement for the student who will join this intern program only from the business and economic faculty only, or any other faculty can join? And the second one, is it possible for the lecturer also to join this kind of thing? Like, I think the one who interested is not only for the students, but also maybe one of our lecturers also want to join this, because this is a new experience. We are all only do interaction with offline working. Like, this is remote working is kind of new for us in here. So is it possible to do that? So that's all 2 questions. Thank you very much.
I absolutely like the second question. That is really about how can we help each other? How can we develop? From my point of view, this sounds fantastic, and let's see how we can make that work. The more integrated you are with international organizations, also from the professional, your professors in university, the better it is. That is without any doubt, and it benefits all. The constraints, if anything that you can do remotely, we can do. Yeah, so that's the easy one. If there is a department, for example, one of my clients is an organization that gives a lot of legal support on the internet. And you can go to the legal department and say, hey, this is what we have. Are you interested? No, whatever. So yes, one of the constraints that we have when you talk about remote work is the concept of communication. Yeah. And not only the language, it's also how you behave. Yeah. So expressing yourself in an online situation needs a small training. I can tell you we have a complete training available to support people who are going to do remote internships. I love that it's about 1 hour. It's not a training, it's more a kind of workshop for 1 hour. I would add this workshop to every student who is going to work doing a remote internship. And it helps. It is a very simple workshop, because for remote students, when they start working with a remote client, they think that the client will tell them what to do. And they think that the client knows how it works. The reality is that is not the case. The reality is the client sometimes has no idea what he is doing. And that is, in combination with your first remark, a fantastic opportunity where you, your colleagues participate in the first sessions with the client. You understand what client wants to have, and you verify if the communication works with the client. And that is the fantastic idea. So the language can be a problem, not always. Suppose that you have a team and 2 people speak good English and 1 person is connected to the team as the English is not so good. Can be possible. And the second thing is the non-verbal communication. Let's say how to communicate, what is important, how do you, all that kind of things. Too much to tell about. I gave that guest lecture one time with in the Sticky University, and so Miss Eva, she knows what I would say there. But I'm very happy with your both of your remarks and the participation of your colleagues and yourself. That helps. It helps a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I hope that answered your questions, Pak Rizal. Okay, we go on to the next Participants, Bapak Prabawati Apaundra, could you please turn the microphone?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Prabawati Apaundra. I come from Universitas Hang Tuah, and I have two questions for Mr. Edwin regarding the limitations of this program. The first question is this program only focusing on internships? Can we, as lecturers or our students, can also do a project with the companies that you are going to connect with us? And the second question is, do we have a limited time for doing our internships? Sometimes if our students or the lecturers get excited and have a good relationships with the communities or the companies, we would like to extend our time in doing the internships or the projects. Can we also do that? Thank you very much.
Yes, but again, the question is fantastic and good. Let's tell a little bit about the background. My Global Workspace is the contract partner because Global Staffing Support, that is the company that I have for 20 years now, is the contract partner. Inside that company, we do remote staffing in general. And our business model is that we charge a service fee. And for that service fee, we do all our services, and we have some reserve that builds our company. It's a normal way of doing that. By the way, everything I explained later, if we talk in details, everything is open. We have an open calculation model. Nothing is hidden and whatever. When you look at to internships and you get excited and the client is very happy, a student can transform from an remote intern to a remote worker. We are fully facilitating that. And that is also a part of the process that we need to go through. That was my disclaimer. We need to verify the mutual business models. We need to put them open on the table. Say, this is how we make the money. This is how we do that. And we need to have the resources to do our work. And the same counts for universities. So that is the balance that we need to look for. So the answer towards your question with regards to can we do projects? Fantastic. Let's see how we can make that work. Yeah. Maybe you have a team that is dedicated in a certain area. Say, how can we get that team to the market? I mean, we think, we talk, we make ideas, and anything we do, we want to make scalable. That's also something. So if we can do it with one team, we can do it with 4 teams, 5 teams, 10 teams. Yeah. And we need to, on our side, we need to focus on the market, the clients, and you need to focus on the students who need to make it work. So we are on the sales side, and you're on the purchase side, and that's how we need to work together. About duration, I think that when you talk about remote work, you need to have some time to get acquainted, to set up. So a project of 2 months is not interesting. Forget it. You cannot make it. Nobody can make a profit out of it. A project from 6 months gets interesting. Yeah? A project for 1 year is a super idea. Yeah. That is the reality. So you cannot do a remote internship for, let's say, 1 or 2 months. That is not just not really. That's not going to work. You need time. I hope that is the answer. So any ideas what you have in mind, we sit together and say, this is your ID, this is great, this is how to market, this is what we need to, how we need to get it to the market. Yes, and the further we go and the more ideas put on the table and the more benefit we can give to each other, yeah, the more the cooperation can bring. Where we can, let's say, for specific projects, make specific marketing activities. We work with, I think, 2 or 3 marketing companies who help us to bring this all to the market, because lead generation, social media marketing, that's an area by itself. It's fast changing and extremely difficult. For me, it's a super difficult market. I have my people who can do that better. Is this an answer to your question? And the yeah, you can connect to Mrs. Hadridatini for further information, or we have this QR code what I gave, or contact me directly. We have communication is crucial. What I said, that's one of the first things we need to set up professional between all of us to make this project work. Okay. Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much, Sir Edwin. Is there any other questions that will be raised?
Silakan Bapak Ibu jika ada pertanyaan. Oh ya, ini dari Ciputra.
Silakan Bapak.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu. Hi, Mr. Ed. Nice to meet you. Nice to virtually meet you, actually. My name is Gelar Nanggala, and I'm from the Universitas Ciputra. So maybe I just want to confirm one more thing that I might miss from Mr. Rizal as well. So if I may recall again, you just said that at least the programs, the internship programs for students will take time minimum 6 months. Is it safe to say that way? 6 months. 6 months is minimum.
Now you need to be practical. It is the limitations is connected to practicality. In order to work remotely with a company, students need to adapt to the other side, and the other side, the company, needs to adapt to the student. So that takes time. The productivity of remote work takes at least 1 month to come into place, and also students need to learn how to work remotely. So in order to give an advantage to corporates, you need to have to set a certain amount of time to make it work. Clients like to work a little bit longer for internships, longer than 2 months, I mean, in order to get the full benefit from the internship. Maybe I'm wrong and 2 months is possible, or even 1 month is possible. That would be, for me, no problem. That would be perfect. But my assumption, with my 20 years of experience in doing remote work, I think that we need to have a little bit longer time to be really productive. If I'm mistaken and your students are substantially better than my other workers, then it can be shorter. So it is not a kind of law or rule. It's more a practical situation. So be practical. That's what it is.
Okay, I see. So there's no specific regulation about how long the internship will take. Okay, no. Maybe I just want to confirm again. So about this, how this program might works is, if the MOU between your institution and my institution, if we agree to sign, the program will work as every time students want to register themselves for the internship, they need to register themselves in the system that you're currently working on. Is that how it works?
Yes. Yeah, that is the concept.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the global workspace need a physical workspace in each universities that you are have a collaboration with. Is that true?
Yes, that is the concept what we put on the table. What I said in the disclaimer, we are still investigating how to make that work the best way. But what I saw in universities, I visited quite some universities. Almost every university has somewhere, let's say, rooms or a library that is not so much used anymore available. And it is a fantastic idea to see if you can change that into a working environment. Let's say working also business-wise working, and use that for internationalization purposes. Yeah? I can, out of the blue, I can give you one example. Suppose you have a team that is working as an internship, and it goes so well that the client decides to continue after internship. There's nothing against it to rent out the same space or continue renting out the same space, because we are going, as the internship position will be paid, continue renting out that space, but not the intern is not intern anymore, but a worker. So you create inside your university full-blown co-working environment, and you attract with that the students, but also the international organizations. It is one example. I don't say you have to do it, but the co-working concept brings additional possibilities that you can, let's say, investigate. Is it interesting? Is it not interesting? You can choose. So also, yes, I do this. No, I don't do that one. But it is an interesting platform to enable to try out new business concepts, because it's next to the site, at the side of university. Yeah, it's a separate activity. How to say that? Yeah. Okay. Does it help your answer?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just reconfirming on things that I might miss. And sorry if I'm repeating the question from Mr. Rizal. So, is there any specific major that our students, let's say the student requirements, is there any specific, like, the students has to go through at least minimum how many semesters to join this program, or how is it?
In order to let's say corporates, they like to see some concrete results that helps them also. Yeah. So again, it's a very practical question that you ask. If you take a first year student who is going in the second semester doing an internship, yeah, the results for a corporate company will not be very high, and they might not be so much interested to hire those people. If you take somebody in the last years, it can be a completely different story. That is basically what it is. So it is again a practical question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edwin. And maybe from whoever, if you have anything to share, like the full requirements or the full proposal about this program that we can use as a further reference, that would be appreciated to share it to us.
Please repeat, because the connection here. Please, you can repeat.
Okay, so yeah, actually, this is a very interesting program where in Universitas Putra, we are currently pushing our students to have their horizon broadened. So I really want to use this program as an opportunity for our students. So if you have any like a documentation or like anything that we can use as a further reference for us to read again about this program, please share to us, and that would be very appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edwin,
is okay if we share the video?
Yeah. You can share everything. But
Yes.
what I like to understand, this is a general question, but I explained that we need to set up a kind of communication plan schedule, and the communication is maybe a small group that can come together or come online together on a regular basis, who are going to tell from your side what needs to be done and what is interesting. That could be very interesting. that in combination with a broadcasting channel where we tell ideas, new concepts, agreed decisions, or whatever. That would really, what I said, that would really help me to get things done, and also to adjust ideas towards the actual really needs from universities. And that can be different between universities, is also the case. So the more sharper we are on communication, the better it is. So that is, with regards to your questions, maybe also helpful. Back to the chair lady.
Ya, ya. Oke, thank you, Edwin. Oh ya, Bapak Ibu, di chat itu saya menuliskan Telegram group. Jadi silakan untuk Bapak Ibu bisa bergabung dengan Telegram group. Saya akan invite juga untuk Mr. Edwin atau tim dari My Global Workspace untuk bergabung dalam Telegram group, sehingga Bapak Ibu jika ada pertanyaan itu atau sebelum pelaksanaan MOU itu nanti bisa ditanyakan atau didiskusikan di dalam Telegram group. Dan di sana saya juga in charge, ataupun juga misalnya Bapak Ibu ingin bertanya secara private, silakan untuk bisa menghubungi saya, terus saya bisa bantu menjelaskan gitu ya lebih detail seperti itu. Oh, kembali lagi. Oke, please read. Oke, silakan Pak.
Oke,
Ya,
terima
Pak.
kasih Bu Eva.
Ya.
If I'm not mistaken, Oke, kalau tadi kan dibilang bahwa kita akan ada MOU signing ya, Bu Eva ya,
Betul,
28,
betul,
betul ya.
betul.
So, is it possible for us to have the draft MOU before we start the signing, so we can have a time to review it thoroughly?
Absolutely.
Yes, sure.
Nobody's going to sign something.
Okay. Right.
No way.
So
Yes.
it is going to be shared through email, or
Yes.
is it going to be shared through email?
Please, first, maybe Edwin, maybe first, please join our Telegram group. And the second, we will share about the draft of the MOU to all the participants or university. And please check, and signing MOU we will have on November 28th in Hang Tuah, Surabaya. Yeah.
One thing that I like to add, for the pros, we have what we say process responsible people. For now, the process responsible person for this project is Ajens. He's also here in this chat. You can see the videos. He's waving now. So she is process responsible. You can always ask me a question, but if it is connected to anything that needs follow-up or a process, please use Ajens, because I'm not so good in processes. So.
Mbak Ajeng bisa, coba sebentar. Mbak Ajeng bisa mute. Mungkin ada yang ingin disampaikan. Ya, silakan. Suaranya putus-putus, Mbak. Koneksi mungkin ya, suaranya putus-putus. Oh, okay. Connection. Okay, sorry. Yes, Mbak Ajeng will be join with Telegram channel ya, Mbak Ajeng. Please join in Telegram channel, and we will share the information in detail in there ya. Oke, Bapak Ibu, apakah ada yang ingin bertanya lagi? Silahkan. Bisa dalam bahasa Indonesia, nanti Bu Susan akan membantu mentranslatekan begitu ya. Atau mungkin ada, ya silakan. Apakah ada lagi, Bapak Ibu? Boleh resen. Tak kenal maka tak sayang loh. Iya. Tadi pertanyaannya banyak, itu bagus itu si Pak Edwin suka banget. Silakan Bapak Ibu untuk jangan sungkan untuk bertanya, boleh dalam bahasa Indonesia nanti akan kami bantu untuk mentranslitkan. Yang jelas mungkin saya membantu ya, gitu ya. Saya membantu, saya tidak mengambil alih peranannya Bu Susan sebagai MC gitu ya. Tapi saya ingin apa itu namanya mengerucutkan begitu ya, apa yang dilakukan oleh kami di siang hari ini itu adalah mempertemukan Bapak Ibu dengan mitra dari APTISI Jatim, yaitu di sini adalah My Global Workspace, untuk menjelaskan potensi kerjasama yang bisa dilakukan oleh perguruan tinggi Bapak Ibu dengan My Global Workspace. Apa yang bisa dilakukan lingkupnya? Satu adalah remote internship, di mana di dalam remote internship ini adalah mahasiswa Bapak Ibu itu bisa mengikuti kegiatan internship atau magang begitu ya, itu dengan perusahaan dari My Global Workspace yang skalanya internasional, di mana anak-anak bisa memperoleh pengalaman, wawasan, bekerja di dalam perusahaan yang internasional seperti itu, gitu ya. Dan dilakukannya secara remote, artinya mahasiswa Bapak Ibu itu boleh melakukannya di kampus Bapak Ibu atau sambil kuliah, ceritanya begitu. Dan nanti akan tetap ada intensif yang diberikan oleh perusahaan gitu ya. Artinya di sini ada pengalaman, yang kedua adalah mahasiswa juga dapat benefit begitu ya. Nah, yang kedua adalah coworking. Coworking di sini adalah bagi perguruan tinggi yang memiliki space gitu ya, space kosong atau misalnya space yang bisa dimanfaatkan oleh mahasiswa untuk melakukan remote internship, maka ada kerjasama atau ada nilai tambah yang diberikan oleh My Global Workspace untuk kampus Bapak Ibu. Dan ini akan menjadi benefit bagi kampus Bapak Ibu sebagai ya sumber dana lain lah gitu, ceritanya begitu ya. Nah, di mana nanti harapannya dana yang diberikan oleh perguruan tinggi ini adalah dimanfaatkan untuk mengkoordinir gitu. Jadi pelaksanaan, memantau kinerja dari pelaksanaan kegiatan mahasiswa. Jadi biasanya ada Bapak Ibu kalau di magang bersertifikat itu kan ada koordinatornya gitu kan. Ini seperti itulah gitu ya. Jadi ada imbalan yang diberikan untuk bisa dimanfaatkan oleh perguruan tinggi di dalam mengelola kegiatan internship secara remote. Kurang lebihnya begitulah Bapak Ibu, gitu ya. Mbak Ajeng sudah bisa bersuara atau mau menambahkan? Boleh. Ya, silakan Pak Rizal, boleh. Silakan Pak.
Ibu, maaf Ibu, menyambung tentang yang co-working space tadi,
ya.
Ada requirement tertentu nggak? Gedungnya kita alokasikan untuk itu, is it possible atau harus spesifik syaratnya gitu? Terima kasih.
Ya, jadi kalau untuk coworking itu tidak ada spesifik harus seperti apa, tetapi luasannya tadi, luasan tempat yang Bapak Ibu sediakan di perguruan tinggi itu cukup untuk beraktivitas mahasiswa melaksanakan remote internship seperti itu. Jadi monggo silakan, apakah misalnya Bapak Ibu punya ruangan kosong, ada 3 ruang, 4 ruang gitu ya, maka itu mau dipakai silahkan gitu ya. Jadi maka nanti akan ada benefit dari My Global Workspace untuk kampus Bapak Ibu seperti itu. Jadi ada 2 benefit ya Bapak Ibu. Satu, mahasiswanya akan terekognisi, dan yang kedua adalah mendapatkan manfaat untuk bekerja secara remote dengan seluruh pekerja yang yang ada di dalam My Global Workspace yang levelnya adalah internasional. Yang kedua adalah ada benefit bagi perguruan tinggi yang memiliki tempat dan bisa memantau pelaksanaan remote internship seperti itu. Ada lagi mungkin Pak Rizal? Oh, kok mute ya? Nggak terdengar Pak Rizal? Masih mute ya?
Sudah. Tadi
Ya.
tidak bisa di-unmute.
Oh ya,
Mas
oke.
Bimo.
Silakan Pak.
Sudah. Terima kasih banyak Ibu. Clear enough.
Sama-sama. Ya.
Ibu Eva, there is one more questions from
ya.
Bu Dwinita Aryani.
Ya.
Ini teman dekat kita di Malang juga. Maybe have
Ya.
example from students who are doing this internship, Ibu. Is there any video or something that the participant can see the experience of the students?
Ya, Mbak Cenikia bisa dibantu untuk sharing aktivitas. Bapak Ibu mohon izin untuk saya membagikan sedikit kegiatan yang kami lakukan di Sticky, begitu ya, dengan My Global Workspace yang terkait dengan internship dan yang kedua adalah co-working, begitu ya. Kebetulan kami punya tempat yang bisa dipakai untuk melaksanakan kegiatan ini bersama. Bisa dibantu Mbak Cynthia untuk menampilkan video? Itu.
Hello, I'm Eva Andriantini. Enter. We are the member of my. Hello, I'm Eva Andriantini, a rector of Sticky Malang. Welcome to our co-working center. We are the member of My Global Workspace. Via My Global Workspace, we place our students in International Internship Program. My Global Workspace help to place and also locally control the internship. It helps students a lot and adds substantial value to our university. In a few weeks, we have a meeting of APTISI Java. This is the association of 300 universities in East Java, Indonesia. We discuss how to bring this concept over all our members. We believe in this new development.
Ya, jadi kurang lebih seperti itu Bapak Ibu. Jadi tempatnya itu akan bisa menggunakan tempat yang Bapak Ibu miliki, gitu ya. Mungkin itu apakah sudah menjawab Bu Dwinita? ABM punya banyak tuh, gitu ya.
Atau mungkin bisa jalan-jalan ke Sticky gitu ya, Bu.
Boleh, selalu dengan senang hati. Oke. Ya, untuk benefit yang diterima oleh perguruan tinggi, oh ya, ada support. Edwin, you can please introduce about the benefit for the university if they also agree for have the place, yeah, for co-working place.
Repeat, please. I need to include. Go on.
Oh, okay. Any question about the benefit, yeah, for the university for the co-working space from your institution?
The benefits, the co-working space. I explained it before. And what I said is, co-working places in universities is most of the time a space that is already available because of less use of, for example, libraries. And that can be one of the advantages, plus the fact that in the co-working space, you can develop different activities next to the co-working events. You can ask startups to sit there, and the international community that we have helps you to connect to other startups, to other activities, to other events. It's a community development department, let's say that way. And last but not least, it creates a business model for the university. It simply helps to make money. Because the office space is when before it is dead space, and now you ask money for the entrance. That is the biggest advantage is where the dead office space is not working before. You have an environment that creates money and it creates ideas. It's lively. It has an international vibration. So it is the place where you connect to the world. It is your commercial connection to the world. And it is not inside the university. That saves the university. So the university stays, let's say, completely independent. And the co-working is the place where you connect. Is that the answer, Eva?
Yes, it's enough. Jadi akan ada benefit. Jadi bagi perguruan tinggi yang pertama yang akan diberikan oleh perusahaan kepada kampus Bapak Ibu gitu ya. Dalam jika Bapak Ibu memiliki space yang dapat dimanfaatkan oleh mahasiswa melakukan remote internship. Dan yang kedua adalah tempat tadi itu pun bisa di-open yang akan bergabung di dalam apa ya, nanti tempat Bapak Ibu itu akan masuk di dalam website-nya My Global Workspace yang bisa diakses oleh semua orang gitu ya, secara akses, bahwa di sana menyatakan bahwa kampus Bapak Ibu itu sebagai salah satu mitra gitu ya yang ada dari My Global Workspace begitu ya, sehingga jika ada orang luar yang melihat begitu mereka bisa mengunjungi dan hal ini akan menjadikan nilai tambah juga gitu ya, pendapatan bagi kampus Bapak Ibu yang akan menggunakan co-working center tadi sebagai orang luar yang akan menggunakannya selain mahasiswa, seperti itu. Maksudnya begitu. Ya. Apakah itu sudah cukup, Pak? Pak dari Ciputra? Apakah ada lagi Bapak Ibu? Sebentar saya mohon yang ya silakan Pak.
Tadi
silakan Pak.
Tadi ada yang bertanya minta contoh mahasiswa yang sudah ikut internship, apakah sudah ada? Ada yang tanya begitu tadi kayaknya.
Ya, kalau mahasiswa ada Pak, dan ada juga alumni kami yang bergabung dengan My Global Workspace ya di salah satu mitra dari kliennya. Begitu. Nah, sedangkan mahasiswa itu ada dua option kalau di kami. Itu kalau misalnya mereka masih internship, kami kan ada program MBKM. Maka kegiatan atau aktivitas yang mereka lakukan di klien ini yang akan kami akui sekian SKS-nya gitu ya. Sedangkan yang ada juga klien dari My Global Workspace itu yang memang mereka mintanya alumni gitu yang sudah lulus. Jadi semuanya tergantung dari spesifikasi dari klien yang ada dari My Global Workspace. Ada yang mereka mau untuk mahasiswa. Yang jelas kalau mahasiswa itu terkadang mereka nggak mau ambil pusing gitu ya. Kamu jangan usah izin kuliah segala macam gitu ya. Sehingga mahasiswanya yang harus melapor ke ketua program studi apakah aktivitas mereka itu bisa diakui di dalam MBKM-nya begitu. Sedangkan untuk kalau alumni kan mereka sudah floating, sudah bebas gitu ya, jadi tidak ada ikatan. Mungkin begitu Pak Suen yang bisa saya sampaikan.
Terima kasih Bu. Jadi itu menjawab pertanyaan tadi, banyak yang masih ragu-ragu.
Iya.
Apakah program ini sudah ada wujud pelaksanaannya, realisasinya, sehingga minta best practice mungkin kapan-kapan yang ragu-ragu udah jawab sedikit mungkin ya.
Iya Bapak Ibu silahkan. Bapak Ibu kalau berdekatan monggo silahkan datang ke kampus kami untuk melihat tempat co-working dan juga tempat kami melakukan internship gitu ya secara remote dari My Global Workspace gitu.
Terima kasih.
Ya, silakan Pak. Wah, ini tadi Ciputra kayaknya semangat ini, gercep banget ini. Silakan sebentar, saya buka. Udah bisa buka kah? Udah unmute? Silakan Pak. Ciputra harus ikut nih, gitu ya. Pasti punya tempat banyak. Ya. Apakah sudah open mic, Bapak? Oh, bisa unmute. Oke. Boleh minta tolong? Sebentar ya. Unmute. Bisa raise hand, Pak? Raise hand-nya tadi kok hilang ya? Bisa raise hand ulang, Pak? Ya, biar saya unmute ya. Oke, silakan, Pak. Ya.
Baik, Bu Eva, terima kasih. Bu, saya tadi mau memastikan kembali, berarti secara nggak langsung maksudnya mengkomersialisasikan space-nya universitas gitu, Bu, ya, terbuka untuk umum seperti itu.
Betul, Pak, bisa.
Oh, dan itu nanti akan ada ini nggak, Bu, kalau misalnya kita bikin co-working space itu apakah ada bantuan? Ini kan berarti kerjasama dengan My Global,
Betul.
apa namanya tadi? Workspace ini, Bu, ya. Gitu.
Ya.
Nah, itu apakah ada apa ya?
Kompensasi.
Maintenance fee yang
Ya,
mungkin
betul.
dibantu oleh. Oh,
betul, Pak.
Oke.
Ya, jadi akan ada kompensasi dari perusahaan karena Bapak sudah menyediakan tempat gitu ya, dan bersedia untuk melaksanakan remote internship dengan mereka. Dan tempat Bapak akan direcognize di dalam kayak jejaring mereka gitu, ya.
Dan ini sifatnya nggak compulsory, Bu, ya, untuk kalau misalnya mahasiswa kita pengen ikut remote internship ini bukan berarti harus sediakan physical co-working space itu?
Enggak,
ya,
Pak.
Oke.
Gitu.
Oke.
Tapi kalau sebenarnya kalau di kami ada kalau yang sudah mandiri itu dari pihak industri itu boleh melepaskan mahasiswa untuk melakukannya di rumah gitu, Pak. Tetapi kalau mereka masih melihat bahwa ini masih belum matang, itu biasanya mereka nggak mau. Mereka akan minta untuk mereka hadir di tempat remote-nya gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya kampus ya berarti harus hadir di kampus untuk diawasi karena mereka belum melihat si yang bersangkutan ini apakah sudah bisa mandiri atau belum kayak gitu-gitu, Pak. Nanti yang menilai adalah dari koordinator masing-masing remote internship-nya. Mungkin begitu ya. Gitu.
Baik.
Jadi case by case, Pak, tergantung kemampuan mahasiswa atau alumni Bapak Ibu yang akan bergabung di dalam partnership ini, ya Pak, internship ini.
Baik, Bu, itu sih. Itu saja, terima kasih, Bu.
Silakan Bapak Ibu yang mau bertanya, mungkin saya bisa membantu. Nggak apa-apa Bapak Ibu, selama masih ada waktu sampai dengan tanggal 28 November, silakan untuk bergabung di Telegram Group dan nanti akan kami fasilitasi setiap pertanyaan yang Bapak Ibu sampaikan, karena nanti Mbak Ajeng juga sudah akan ada di dalam grup dan saya juga. Kemudian draft MOU akan kami share dahulu sebelum Bapak Ibu menandatangani. Kemudian nanti yang akan menandatangani pada saat MOU signing itu adalah pimpinan perguruan tinggi. Ya, jadi pimpinan perguruan tinggi dengan CEO dari My Global Workspace. Ya, ada pertanyaan satu. Silakan Bu Susan. Ada pertanyaan untuk Edwin atau?
Yeah, there is a question here. What kind of activities that done by students in remote internship? I think this is related to the specific of disciplines, particular disciplines, just like finance or engineering or something that can join with the remote internship. Is there any specific requirement related to the student's discipline?
What I said before, any job that can be done remotely you can make the internships also remotely. Anything you need to do with your hands, it will not be possible. So there are limitations to remote internships. Yeah, that is, but it is equal to the jobs that. The software development is a very clear example where you can do remote. But if you need to work with your hands, or for example, in the IoT world, Internet of Things, where you need to do with physical things to test something, it gets more difficult. Not impossible. A university can say, okay, we create an environment where the remote student can work with actual things in a controlled environment. But at the end, there are activities that can only be done in a physical environment, like if you're cleaning of something or whatever, or driving cars. Anything that's physical you cannot do remotely. Okay, so it is really connected to the actual world situation.
Ya, tidak ada disiplin ilmu tertentu Bapak Ibu selama kegiatan internship-nya bisa dilakukan secara remote begitu.
Mbak Ajem mau menyampaikan sesuatu, silakan. Apakah sudah bisa bersuara?
My mic is not working, I think.
It works.
It is good.
Oh, okay. So you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so clear.
Okay, good. Now, finally. So, by the way, I think I saw some questions about requirements also, and Miss Eva here on the chat also adding something.
Do Indonesian, Jen.
Oh yeah, forgot. Kalau salah satu requirement yang paling utama sih Bapak dan Ibu, lebih tepatnya ada untuk di English requirement ya, karena apapun itu jurusannya, mau law science ataupun tadi ada yang mention finance dan beberapa jurusan yang lainnya, as long as mereka bisa berbicara dengan bahasa Inggris, berkomunikasi dengan bahasa Inggris, itu persyaratan yang paling utama, karena kalau tidak nantinya akan ada cukup kesulitan ketika berkomunikasi dengan klien kami yang ada di luar negeri. Kemudian mengenai aktivitas dari ini yang tadi sempat Bu Susan juga mention ya, untuk bidang studinya seperti itu. Kalau yang kami lakukan selama ini so far ada di law, lebih tepatnya salah satu klien kami ada yang di bidang intellectual property. Jadi mereka juga mencari analis dan juga mungkin bisnis analis itu termasuk juga, dan bidang-bidang programming ataupun semacam front end, back end, kemudian UI UX design dan lain sebagainya, we do that also. Maybe any other questions to us? Ada pertanyaan lagi Bapak Ibu?
I see Bapak Juniarto would like to ask something. Bapak Juniarto, apakah ada di ruang virtual? Silahkan Bapak. Masih unmute. Masih mute Pak.
Ya, terima kasih. Kesempatan untuk bertanya, maaf ini lagi di luar nganterkan ada visiting lecturer dari Malaysia mengantarkan wisata. Oh iya, secara garis besar kami udah paham tentang internship-nya ini, dan yang saya tanyakan apakah ini tadi ada sempat sih saya belum baca ininya, tapi sudah saya ngisi form untuk internship-nya itu dan sudah saya kirimkan. Apakah ada ketika internship ini dari mahasiswa Stikom itu harus tim atau boleh sendiri-sendiri, karena kita juga memberlakukan MBKM ketika misalnya ini diterima mahasiswa, maka kita memberlakukan mahasiswa tersebut ikut program MBKM dan satu semester kita akui 20 SKS, dan kita juga sudah menyiapkan ruangan working space meskipun kecil. Jadi insya Allah bisa teman-teman mahasiswa kalau misalnya mau bekerja di situ. Jadi intinya apakah itu harus grup, ada beberapa mahasiswa yang harus membentuk tim untuk ikut internship ini, atau bisa hanya satu mahasiswa bisa ikut program tersebut. Terima kasih.
Good. Answering this. Edwin, basically, he was asking if this internship program is can be done individually or in group. Dan kalau so far saya bisa bilang itu nantinya akan tergantung juga dengan kebutuhan klien sih Pak Juniarto. Karena bisa jadi ada klien yang memang hanya membutuhkan untuk di awal gitu ya, 1 atau 2. Kemudian mereka akan membutuhkan tim yang lebih besar tergantung dengan proyek atau tergantung dengan berapa lamanya juga mereka akan membutuhkan. Contohnya salah satu klien kami saat ini kami juga sedang mencari senior dulu begitu ya, 1 orang atau bahkan 2 orang begitu, dan nanti undernya si yang paling senior ini akan ada beberapa orang yang termasuk bisa jadi untuk internship seperti itu. Semoga membantu menjawab Pak. Thank you.
Ya, terima kasih Ibu atas jawabannya. Oke. Salah satu.
Ada lagi mungkin Bapak Ibu yang ingin ditanyakan? Kalau boleh saya memberikan
Ada Pak Rizal, ada yang tanya Bu?
Oh iya Pak Rizal, monggo Pak.
Ya, terima kasih. Mohon maaf saya banyak tanya Bu dari tadi.
Oh enggak apa-apa, berarti harus MOU ya.
Mungkin dari Universitas Pendidikan Aceh, kita sempat ketemu sih waktu di UM. Mumpung ada Mbak Ajeng, mungkin Mbak Ajeng ya. Saya mungkin pertanyaan lebih spesifik ke teknis kali Mbak ya. What if my student is not good in English, but dia itu punya kompetensi gitu untuk internship di IT for example. Is it possible if I assist him or her to do this internship only for the translation, for example ya. So it will make a team, small team gitu. Buat itu yang pertama Mbak Ajeng. Terus yang kedua for co-working space. Tadi sempat disebut ada compensation. Saya kebayang kalau misalkan di sini masih di sini masih ada space yang masih belum optimal begitu ya. Is it possible to develop this space sehingga bisa itu, nah bentuk kompensasinya itu kayak apa spesifiknya gitu. Terima kasih.
Good question. Thank you, Pak Rizal. You asked so many questions, but all of those questions are really good. Thank you. So regarding English skills, well, kalau menurut saya harus ada tetap setidaknya level di mana dia bisa memahami terlebih dahulu dari apa yang klien sampaikan. In the end, nantinya kami juga akan membutuhkan salah satu how to call it, semacam perwakilan atau bahkan let's call it like a mentor. Because I understand from universities, dari kampus, you guys provide also somebody who is responsible for the interns, right? Usually. So semacam mentor ini nanti juga bisa membantu buat tim interns di kampusnya Bapak untuk lebih bisa memahami proyek. Karena in any case mereka akan butuh dibantu step by step apa sih yang harus mereka jalankan atau apa sih yang dimau dari klien seperti itu. That also includes the skills of speaking in English or understanding English. I think we still need to have at least minimum requirements for the interns to understand what the client is trying to say, trying to do. And you, in this case, for example, Mr. Rizal, you could help with making it more clear for the student, for the interns, that this is it. And regarding the second question, Edwin, Mr. Rizal is also asking about basically in the university, he's got this unused space, right, Mr. Rizal? and what kind of other benefits or what kind of other support that we could do. Maybe you would like to answer this one?
Today's meeting is about remote internships. And when we have that communication platform, we can create all kinds of ideas how to promote the co-working location with different activities. I think that is not inside the scope of this meeting. There is what I said before. You can do events, you can do startups, you can do coaching sessions, remote training, but that is all not in the scope of this event. It's about use the fantasy and everything possible. Yeah. Obviously, what is in the scope of this activity is what I said: create a discussion group, create a meeting group, and start sharing ideas. That's how I would do it. Yeah. And we need to link with other communities. That can be an answer to your question. There are many communities in the world that are very interesting for universities, and this platform can help to connect to those communities. Think about investment organizations, coaching organizations, countries who want to on a governmental level work together with you name it, you got it. Yeah. So use the fantasy, and all kind of ideas come on the table. But the co-working environment is the platform, or it's the umbrella where you can connect all kind of things. Yeah, it's the kapstok in Holland, we say it, the place where you hang your jackets on. Yeah, so you have the thing, you can put anything on it. It's a dynamic start point from any idea that you have, and the interesting part is it is just it's not the university itself. So it's a different way of working. Okay.
So,
Thank you, sir. Is that answer your questions, Pak Rizal? Oke, jadi kalau saya boleh memberikan resume sedikit tentang kegiatan My Global Workspace ini, jadi memberikan kesempatan sebenarnya bagi universitas, bagi perguruan tinggi, begitu juga dengan mahasiswa, selain itu juga disiplin ilmu yang berbeda begitu. Jadi ini platform yang sangat luar biasa gitu untuk menghubungkan, mengkoneksikan banyak hal gitu ya, yang menguntungkan bagi banyak pihak yang berkaitan di sini. Dan untuk secara teknisnya itu akan menjadi sangat fleksibel begitu, disesuaikan mungkin dengan karakter kapasitas dari perguruan tinggi masing-masing gitu. Yang mungkin menjadi concern kita terkait dengan program MBKM itu, jadi ini menjadikan kesempatan bagi mahasiswa untuk bisa mengikuti program internship di luar negeri, sementara mereka masih ada di Indonesia, tinggal bersama dengan keluarga mereka begitu, tapi mereka mendapatkan exposure bagaimana industri di luar negeri itu, culture-nya seperti apa begitu, mekanismenya seperti apa, kemudian mereka juga bisa membangun koneksi. Mungkin seperti itu. Ada yang ingin ditambahkan lagi mungkin Bu Eva terkait dengan follow up activity?
Baik, terima kasih Bu Susan. Jadi Bapak Ibu, untuk acara hari ini adalah baru permulaan ya, jadi supaya Bapak Ibu mengenal lebih dekat tentang My Global Workspace seperti itu, dan apa yang program mereka tawarkan. Dan melalui email saya sudah membagikan informasi terkait dengan My Global Workspace dan juga presentasi dari Edwin di siang hari ini. Dan nanti saya bagi Bapak Ibu yang masih belum bergabung di dalam Telegram Group, silakan untuk bergabung. Di sana sudah ada Mbak Ajeng dan juga saya untuk membantu Bapak Ibu jika masih ada hal-hal yang ingin ditanyakan terkait dengan kerjasama antara kampus Bapak Ibu dengan My Global Workspace. Nanti kami akan mengundang pimpinan perguruan tinggi dari kampus Bapak Ibu untuk menandatangani kerjasama antara kampus Bapak Ibu dengan apa itu namanya My Global Workspace pada tanggal 28 November di kampus Universitas Hang Tuah, Surabaya, yang dilaksanakan siang hari gitu ya, mulai jam 1 siang. Nanti secara resmi APTISI akan mengeluarkan surat undangan dan Bapak Ibu harus melakukan registrasi begitu ya. Karena supaya kami bisa memperhitungkan berapa lama waktu yang dibutuhkan sesuai dengan perguruan tinggi yang sepakat untuk melakukan kerjasama dengan My Global Workspace. Mungkin itu yang bisa kami sampaikan sementara. Selebihnya silakan untuk kita merapat di Telegram Group jika ada pertanyaan yang dirasa masih belum jelas begitu ya. Mungkin itu Bu Susan yang bisa saya sampaikan.
Baik Ibu, terima kasih. Jadi untuk Bapak Ibu yang mungkin baru bergabung di ruang virtual Zoom, ada informasi terkait dengan link ke Telegram untuk grup Telegram ya, untuk follow up kegiatan pada siang hari ini. Apabila tidak ada pertanyaan lagi, before there are so many questions raised, fruitful discussions as well. But unfortunately that we have limited time. So thank you very much Bapak Ibu for join us in this event and also the question and answer sessions. Before we finally end our session today, we would love to have a photo sessions. So Bapak Ibu, please turn your camera on. There are 4 screens in my screen here in my side, and I will count it down for 1 for each screen. And Mbak Cendekia perhaps can help me with the photo sessions. Okay, screen 1. 3, 2, 1. Screen 2. 3, 2, 1. Screen 3. 3, 2, 1. And hello, Bunita. Screen 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Bapak. By the end of the photo sessions, this event had come to an end. Bapak Ibu, on behalf of the committee, I would like to send our gratitude and appreciations for attending the virtual meeting of APTISI East Java in collaborations with My Global Workspace. I would like to apologize for the words, attitudes, and technical matters that are inconvenient during the sessions. See you again. Stay safe and healthy. I'm the master of the ceremony of this event, signing off. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu.
Recording
Sampai jumpa
stopped.
di pertemuan selanjutnya.
Terima kasih, Bu Eva.
Sama-sama Pak.